Let's talk about one of the most enduring and mysterious legends in American folklore. Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, this towering ape like creature has captured imaginations for centuries. But where did this legend begin and how has it evolved? The story is far older and more widespread than most people realize. Bigfoot's roots stretch deep into the oral traditions of indigenous peoples across North America. Long before European settlers arrived, Native American tribes shared tales of hairy, human like giants. The Steens Isles First Nation of British Columbia referred to a creature called Saskits, meaning wild man. That word, Sasquatch, would eventually become central to modern Bigfoot lore. Across the continent, tribes had different names and descriptions. The Lakota spoke of Chiatanka or Big Elder Brother. The Hopi told of giants who once roamed the earth but were driven away. To them, these weren't myths, they were memories. Fast forward to the 1800s. As settlers moved west, stories of wild men and ape like creatures began appearing in local newspapers. In 1811, British explorer David Thompson found large, mysterious footprints in Alberta, Canada. They were 14 inches long with claw like impressions. He documented the sighting in his journal, and it's considered one of the earliest written accounts of Bigfoot in a European context. But the legend exploded into public consciousness in 1958 when a bulldozer operator named Jerry Crew in Bluff Creek, California, discovered massive footprints around a construction site. He made plaster casts of the tracks and brought them to a local newspaper. The term Bigfoot was born in the headlines, and America was hooked. While skeptics later claimed the tracks were a hoax by a prankster named Ray Wallace, the spark had already ignited a cultural phenomenon. In 1967, the most famous and most controversial Bigfoot evidence emerged, the Patterson-Gimlin film. Shot in Northern California by Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, the shaky footage appears to show a large bipedal creature with broad shoulders and a swinging gait walking through a creek bed. For some, it was proof. For others, an obvious man in a suit. But to this day, no definitive evidence has debunked it, and the footage remains a cornerstone of Bigfoot lore. Now, sightings have occurred in nearly every state in the U.S., but some regions are hotbeds. The Pacific Northwest, particularly Washington, Oregon, and Northern California, has thousands of reported encounters. The dense forests, foggy mountains, and remote terrain create the perfect setting for mystery to thrive. In the South, there's the skunk ape of Florida, a smelly, swamp dwelling cousin of Bigfoot. In Ohio, it's the grassman. And in the Appalachian Mountains, tales of wild men go back generations. But America isn't the only country with stories of upright, hairy hominids. In the Himalayas, there's the Yeti, the abominable snowman, a creature said to roam the snowy slopes. In Australia, the Yowie. In China, the Yeren. Even the orang pendek of Sumatra is a small ape like being described by local tribes and jungle explorers. These legends all seem to echo a similar theme, an elusive, intelligent creature living just beyond human reach. Could they be cultural coincidences or evidence of a shared prehistoric memory? Scientists remain skeptical. Most dismiss Bigfoot as a mix of folklore, misidentification, hoaxes, and the human tendency to fill in gaps with imagination. There's never been a body, DNA sample, or clear, unambiguous photo, yet the legend persists. Cryptozoologists, those who study hidden animals, point to reports, footprint casts, audio recordings of strange howls, and even hair samples of unknown origin. They argue that if creatures like the mountain gorilla were once thought mythical, maybe Bigfoot just hasn't been found yet. Pop culture has played a huge role in keeping the myth alive. Bigfoot has appeared in commercials, documentaries, horror films, and even comedy sketches. Shows like Finding Bigfoot, which aired on Animal Planet for 9 seasons, brought the legend to a new generation. Events like Bigfoot festivals draw thousands of believers and skeptics alike. The creature has become both a mascot for mystery and a symbol of the unexplored wild. But maybe that's the point. Bigfoot is more than just a creature. It represents our longing for the unknown, our hope that there's still something wild out there, untouched by roads and cell towers. In a world where everything feels mapped, measured, and explained, Bigfoot is the last question mark walking through the trees. Whether you believe in Bigfoot or not, the legend continues to grow. New sightings are reported every year. Hikers hear strange noises. Hunters stumble upon giant tracks. Trail cams capture blurry shapes. And through it all, the mystery lingers because maybe, just maybe, something's out there.